have chosen wise.
Right, first stop, Target. The Hypno Hustler, still in stock, big time. You got this little Disney, Marvel section in the Disney part, but not too much happening. Got a Juggernaut statue. I see Doctor Strange down there. A couple of them. Some Titan series. Not too much else happening over here. So let's try not to slip on the wet floor. Make our way down. Several aisles. Looks like the armor sores became a thing. Still got a couple and one dino left down there. Interchangeable armor parts for the dinos. That's kind of cool. Blind box. Where am I going? There's people down there, so we'll have to wait. So we'll start over here. Beyblades. Bunch of Cobra Commanders. Oh, they're trying to give away the Hypno Hustler now. 15% off. MOTU Transformers happening. Still got the double scuba guys for G.I. Joe. There's a McFarlane Lizard down there. A couple of them. Yep. Titan series DC. Superman. There's the... And again, I have the original and I don't like that head sculpt. That one on the top left looks more, but I have the original, the first one. And there's a couple of deluxe Banes from the theatrical edition. McFarlane. Fantastic Four. Some Transformers. They probably have a one-piece end cap here. Yeah, they do. And Mario over there. All right, aisle's clear. Hammond collection, which we found him before. But it's good to see they're still putting stuff out. Got some turtles. Here's Raphael in his 67 Chevy Camaro, remember? That was funny. Another Turtles pack. Moving over to Star Wars. We got nothing happening here. Vader, Black Series, Game Reverse. Looks like a restock of wrestling, but nothing new. LA Knight, Roman Reigns, Bobby the Brain Heenan, some basics. Here's a CM Punk Elite Series and a CM Punk Ultimate. All right, now they have a separate collector's wall, so let me head over there and we'll see what we can find. All right, stick around. More to come. All right, over here, starting off with their customary pop section. NECA's right here, Alien Romulus. They got an original Alien Big Chap. Haven't seen him in a minute. A couple of them. I don't think I have one. I have to check. I'm not sure. There's the Phantom, the busted up Pee-wee. We got the new deluxe Pee-wee. Last week's Toy Hunt, if you're watching. Halloween Resurrection. I don't remember him. Ultimate Edition. We've seen that H2O. They're doing all of them. Look, there's the Curse of Michael Myers. I hated that mask. Let me see what's going on here. No, I guess I have seen this. Well, it's vaguely familiar. All right. Creepy Coraline ×2. Gremlins. And some, there's a Pee-wee. I always want to say, once again, I did it Don Post, I want to say all the time. Don Post used to make masks instead of, not Ben Cooper. All right, let me scoot over. More pumps. Some MIDI helmets. I see some sale tags, clearance, 30% off, some multiverse. The cowls. Is anybody collecting these? I have a basic 89, and that's the only one I wanted. But let me know in the comments. Simpsons, of course, Kite Man. He should be on sale. He is for $19.99. Page Puncher Turtles, Super Friends, Aquaman, Bizarro Batman, another Aquaman back there. Let's take a step back. Some plush. Got some Godzilla. Sesame Street blind boxes. More Godzilla, Demon Slayer, Avatar, Mortal Kombat, Raiden, Lion-O ×2, more Demon Slayer. This looks like it's wrapping up pretty quickly here, kids. Yeah, I don't see too much else. Bugglers, and then Dragon Ball on the bottom, some Gundam. Okay, well, we're gonna head over to Walmart and see what we can find over there. All right, you know, sometimes it's a win. Actually, it still is kind of a win. I may actually need one of these aliens. I didn't even dig back here. There's the coat. Big Chap. I just don't remember if I have it. I know I have. Maybe I have the original. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to do some digging when I get home and then take a chance that he's still here. All right, stick around, guys. More to come. All right, we're here at Walmart, and they have moved the Star Wars to the end of the row, as we've seen several times. I don't see anything new. This guy's relatively new. Mandalorian and Grogu figure. I think we found him on the dump on the end cap in Target, didn't we? A bunch of 375. Oh, look, Mandalorian Grogu Deluxe. Little Grogu. This is new to me. Oh, for $27.97. And Micro Galaxy Squadron stuff. Some plushies. Mix Mashers. They've added to those. Still got that. Loki has been here. I swear to God, this Loki's been here for 2 years, 2.5 years. Here's those blockies. If you watch my buddy John, Super Awesome Geek Show, who put up his logo there, he's purchased and built this. So if you want to see what one of these looks like assembled, speaking of assembled, Avengers, so they've only got Cap, Thor, and Wolverine here. There's an Iron Man also that I've seen out there, but okay. Some dinos. How to Train Your Dragon. There's those Adventure Force robots. And they've got another Armor Wars section here. Here's some more of the Transformers. And again, so far all I've seen is Dallas and the Steelers, and that seems to be the same. So, there's more blockies here. Transformers. Couple of those, all right. Some wrestling, Smash and Squish, WWE. Squish me. That's Roman Reigns. Okay, I guess the tattoo gives it away. That's funny. Some basics, Joe Gacy and some other ones. He-Man, Transformers. They've still got the only thing I've found so far from this new cheaper price line is Skeletor. He's been the only one that I've seen on anybody's videos. Look at these. Mighty Masters Beast Man. These are new. Little mini Skeletor. You can put these in the ring with the little wrestling guys. Man at Arms. They're $5 a piece. There's He-Man. So they're just shrunk down versions of the original with a little movement action. That's kind of cool. That's everybody. Huh. That's almost worth just picking up a He-Man and Skeletor just for prosperity. I don't know. Let's think about that. Oh, here we go. Down below. Gotta look. That's the Universe Scareglow. That's a cool figure. Look at him. And you can tell the hell that thing glows. Look at the bones. Very cool. All right. Is that the only one? Yep. Whole row of them. Okay. $26.97. Scareglow. There's a Ultimate Hulk still down there. Surprised to see that. Nothing happening with Joe's. Blowtorch, Sergeant Stalker. I know Vern Rance has been finding those at Ross, I think for like $7 maybe. So check it out. All right, they do have a collector's section over there, so we're gonna work our way around the corner and see what we can find. We did find some stuff here. Wow, surprising. I may come back for that. And where's the other ones? I really do like these. Yeah, I'm probably gonna get one each of those. All right, I'll be right back, guys. Stick around. Working my way around to the collector's corner. They have this little end cap, which is new. Some Bleach figures, anime heroes. They do have turtles. This is older stuff. I haven't seen this particular, this Mikey, right? Yeah, from the last Ronin. I do kind of like that gray and black paint scheme. Looks kind of Daredevilish, right? And then they've got another one here from, it says Lost Years. I guess when he did his little Arctic exploration. So those are new. I mean, to me, I've seen Last Ronin stuff, but I don't recall seeing those two. So let me scooter over here and see what's doing. We know there's Pops and Plush. Dragon Ball, Gundam, got a Lonely Spider-Man Far From Home. There's some McFarlane, but all they've had for a while is these Metamorphos, the Call of Duty spawns. You know, Deadshot, Adam Strange. These have been here for a bit. McFarlane statues, lots of Spideys, a row of Juggernauts. Doctor Strange down there. They do have Obsidian from McFarlane. It's not a bad looking figure. ×2. Scooting on up. Uh-oh. Welcome to Walmart. Super Friends, UFC, Fallout. They've had these gizmos and stripes here forever for Ben Cooper. Coraline, Phantom, Halloween H2O. There's that new Terrifier doll, and a fan drop, and then you got your page punchers down below. Looks like they still have a little horror section over here. We'll check it out. It's Terrifier heavy, so if you slept on these Terrifier figures, check your Walmarts. I do love that bendy. That's just nice, and the balloon's a nice touch. All Terrifier all day. Little Chucky, little Ghostface. Here's a Mike Myers hanging out down there. We got Jungle Hunter, Art the Clown, Coopers, and the Alien Nooks and Annabelle. So, all right, we did find some stuff. We're gonna go back and grab I think a He-Man and a Skeletor, those little minis, and see what else we can find. All right, stick around, guys. More to come. So I'm at Walmart. As many of you know, they've reset toy stuff. Everyone who loves Star Wars loves hula hoops, so this is smart marketing right here. I did want to show you there's a bunch of new 375 stuff. Looking up above here at the Black Series, it looks like all Acolyte stuff that we've seen. Hold on. But the Galaxy Squadron, they've definitely, there's a different version, Armada edition of Luke's X-Wing. And I don't know what this ship, Magna Guard fighter. Anybody tell me in the comments where that comes from? Clone Wars. That tells me where it comes from. I just don't recognize it. I got the bigger sets down here below, and I pulled one each off the rack already. That's a nice Obi-Wan. So we can display and then rehang them. Moff Gideon in his armor. We got Maul, or Merrick, I'm sorry, from Maul, Shadow Lord. Fennec Shand from Boba Fett, Book of Boba Fett. His own Nasty Padme. Acolyte, Master Saul. And from Ahsoka, Mandalorian Super Commando. So they've got some restock, and they do have that 2-pack up there on the peg. So check your Walmarts, people. They're finally making some moves. Let me scoot on down and look at this. First time seeing this. Blade from Deadpool and Wolverine. Not a bad, that's kind of crazy looking, that head sculpt. You've got to put the glasses on this to make it look decent. See, this is a pickup, I think. It's just unique enough. I haven't seen it, so score. There's those models again, the model kits that we found last week. Wolverine, Iron Man, Cap. I don't think we saw Cap last week. We definitely saw Thor. And they're getting $27 for these now. All they need is a ski mask and a fast car, because they are robbing us, people. Hang on, I gotta move. I got one of those carts that wants to go right. Okay. There, keep going. Move on down to some Superman stuff and Adventure Force. There's more. Okay, so they moved this Armor Wars. We've seen this at Target on an end cap. They've got them loose. They got the figures for $10 and some smaller dinos. Different stuff. We've seen this and that version, I think, at Target. So check that out. Here's something else caught my eye because it's NFL related. Transformers, Steelers, Cowboys, boo. For this area, I'm in Washington Commander territory, so that's all they have is those two. Of course, they don't have any different ones on the back. That's unique. If I found a Dolphins one, I'd buy it, because that's my team, and we're going to be terrible this year. Absolutely terrible. We're going to win one game by mistake. All right, moving down. Ultimate Diamond Dallas Page. It's a nice looking figure. Good looking head sculpts all around. Some basics, and all right, head around the corner here. Hold on. All right, let me, I gotta use 2 hands to control this buggy. Wants to take a hard right. I'm gonna hit something, I'll be right back. Over here, the little collector spot, nothing at a glance. Sesame Street, Godzilla. We do have a black mask as Batman. Some interesting accessories. And there's kind of a cool variation of Batman, because he wears the skull mask. Turtles, One Punch Man, Call of Duty Spawns, got a few of the Human Torch statues still. Page Puncher, Turtles, Last Ronin, Toonie Comics, of course, Creepy and Good Coraline, Halloween H2O, and that new Terrifier doll. Scooting over to the horror section, Terrifier all over the place. Desk may have more of the figures. That mask, I'm gonna buy this mask one day. I'll tell you, I'm gonna do it. Pennywise, and Cooper's, blind boxes, Ghostface, Chucky, bendable Chucky down there, some plush, and then the Alien and Nooks. So, all right, it's gonna wrap this up. You know what happens now, guys? Groceries in the buggy for the troops. Gary's Grails reminding you once again, your grails are out there. Go find them. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.
Look for Gary's Grails on Facebook, Instagram, X. Always at home right here on YouTube, or email me at garysgrails@gmail.com.